It's July 2nd. I think it's Tuesday. And I slept okay. Not, not really that great. My left leg was in a bit of a pain situation every now and then. Kind of like flaming heat type of thing. Not exactly sure why. Well, I think I have an idea. But yeah, last night I tried giving Terry a call, but he didn't answer. I don't know if I was calling the mobile or home. He might have been out. I left a message, and I called my friend Patty, found out about her plumbing problems, which, being a homeowner, the type of things I don't want to hear about, because, well, not hear about, but sorry to hear about, because it's a hidden thing in the wall, and if the previous owner didn't do a good job, or the people who put the plumbing in, when you find out, it could be kind of devastating, because now the plumbing has to be changed. Anyway, yeah, I was listening to a podcast last night too about Joe Rogan. And it was getting pretty late, so I finally just had to turn it off. It was getting dark. And fireflies were kind of neat. Watch them. There weren't as many as I'd hoped there'd be. And I woke up at like 5:30, and then 6:05 or something like that. I thought, okay, it's like broad daylight out. I've got to get up. And it's almost 6:30 now. I've got my things packed in bags. I have to put them in the pack. Uh, yeah, I'm going for a campsite around 18 to 20 miles today. And other than one drop and climb again, it looks jagged, kind of like at the top of a hill, and which means a lot of up and down, which could mean a lot of rock. Who knows? So my progress may be greatly impeded, and I may not even make, you know, the 20, maybe not even the 18. Who knows? Definitely got to get to a campsite that I can lay my tent out, though. Weather should be okay. I think there was a chance of rain today after 8, yeah, according to the weather report that I checked yesterday. Well, I can check it today, I guess, because I still have phone connection where I am. Not that far away. I can hear Duncannon and the traffic in the distance. So, going to get my food bag. I did hear something back there yesterday, last night. Hopefully it wasn't a food bag thief. And had my granola, uh, stuffed my snack pack bag in my pack, put the bags in, and I guess other than going to the latrine and, well, yeah, filling my water bottles, I got to do that too. Have a good drink this morning, so I need to get a little more water. And I'll be off, and it'll be a nice sunny day. Yeah, one other quick note. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but when I was the first half of the day, I was walking along, and there were a man and a woman I could hear coming up from behind, going faster than me on the rock, which is difficult walking on. And finally pulled over and to let them go by, and I turned back, because a little bit of distance between me and them. And who was it but Shortcake and Slurner? They were slack packing, and I said, oh yeah, they had lots of relatives and friends in the area, so I guess they've been visiting and taking a zero or whatever, and that was a way of getting out for a little bit of hiking, so maybe I'll be running into them again in the next day or two, or from here on, assuming I don't have to take more zeros to ice the leg, which is good, because it's always nice to see people you know. And no one did show up to the shelter last night. There were two guys that came in, no shirt, like slack packing, or day hiking. Went down to the water, and after 20 minutes, whatever, they came out and off they went. So, other than that, I haven't seen many people. so far has been just like that. Nothing really arduously difficult going up a hill or down a big hill, but constantly weaving, constantly up and down, lots of rocks and roots, and just making it a little bit slower. So if you're slack packing and firing on all cylinders, you'd be whipping through here. But my pack is full of probably 7 days worth of food, so it's a bit heavy. And with my leg on top of that, oh well, it's my problem. Gotta own it. Well, that was a tough 1,000-foot climb or so. But made it to the top finally, and passed one campsite that you saw, and about half a mile away from the water source, and I think it'll be 3 miles on to the first campsite, which I'll probably bed down for. I don't know if I mentioned again, but I had Slurner and Cert Cake pass me again, slack packing on that descent. So they're still out there somewhere. Met a guy named Boss from Seattle. Apparently he's done the PCT twice now. And he had all the same views I did of the AT in respect to the differences with the PCT and wanting to kind of get it over with, and we're both kind of having struggling days mentally. But he's been traveling with the same person for virtually the entire hike, and I expect that they'll continue on, although they don't walk together. They're just, trail buddies. Shoulders. Feeling the weight of that extra food. No wind. Still sunny, and temperature is probably beautifully set for people who just want to be outside. But sun on the back of the neck, when I pop into it every now and then, you can tell there's not a sunburn, but cumulative exposure over the day. Oh, nothing else really to say other than I need to drink more water. When I fill up at the water source, there won't be any at the campsite, so Got to drink as much as I can so I don't have to consume much when I'm at the campsite this evening, just to cook food, and I'll have enough for my morning drink and carry on. I think at the shelter would be a few miles on. I believe there's water there, so I can fill up again and continue. But the route, whatever shelter, was like 24 miles from the Golden Ferry, one that I was at last night. So just too slow progress through the rock was, even though it was fairly level, I mean, it was just undulating. And I just couldn't keep up the pace to really think make it worthwhile. And with the rain coming potentially this evening, if I was going to the shelter, I guess I get dry, but I mean, it's already 3:45, and I'll be walking for at least another hour and a half. So that's more than enough just to a campsite. Probably be another 3 or 4 onto the shelter. So I'll talk to you later. Can you hear it? It's rain. It was predicted, I think, about 8 o'clock, but it was 6:20, and it's coming down. I made it to, I can't remember what it's called, Sunny Spring Campground. There's a woman here with a dog who I met at the water source, last water source. I'd seen her once before at a water source as well, in fact. And I guess she's just been hiking since a little bit before Harper's Ferry. I'm going to close the vestibule a little bit here. All right. Let me get back to you in a minute. Okay. Got the door closed a little bit, just to help keep the floor right in that area dry. And my Crocs. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, while I was there, of course the dog, she had a dog bark at me, and there was a guy there that was with her, who had another dog, both to bark at me. I wasn't worried about them because, you know, they're big dogs, and you know how those type of dogs are. Anyway, I was concerned. Anyway, they told me that don't worry, they won't bite, blah blah blah. And about 10 minutes later, a gentleman coming from the other direction came to the water source, and of course the dogs were barking at him. And I was just walking up to the water source myself. I said, "Oh, don't worry, these dogs won't bite. I mean, they're not my dogs, but, you know, they just bark." And he said, "Oh, well, I got bit by a dog just the other day." And apparently he was someplace where there's a woman day hiker with a dog, and the dog was fine when he was there, and then he turned to leave, and the dog bit him on the leg and ripped his pants with the hole, and left a little scratch on his leg, but I think it was just a scratch from the dog anyway. But it wasn't too concerned about it, so I guess that was the end of that. But now he's a little bit worried, or not worried, but wary of dogs, which I guess we can all understand that having happened. Yeah, I thought I would see a guy named Bots. He was the guy at the water source at the bottom of the hill earlier when I stopped here, a guy from Seattle. I thought he would probably be here, because he's going for the shelter. He's walking in the rain right now, and he'll be getting there wet. And I think it's another 4 miles from here, so that's 2 hours. And I mean, he left before me, but I was probably walking faster, but still, as you can imagine, the AT, it rains an hour before you get to the dry spot. So just to teach you a lesson. That seems to be true with the AT. When you think you're done at the top of the hill, you're not done. There's another pitch, Falls Peak, where there are more rocks, where there's more mud bogs, for more mosquitoes. It's always something. Anyway, I think the hill got me a little bit more reinvigorated, the idea of being at the gym or something and a workout. But I was awfully bored this morning. Not in a great overall mood, and Bots was similar. So, I don't know, maybe when he got to the hill he felt different too, who knows. There's that campsite at the top of the hill, all covered in cedar needles. Looked beautiful. Anyway, I got to this campsite, and it was a big open area, but definitely a lot of mosquitoes in the area. Anyway, more than enough room for my tent and her tent, and probably another 10 other tents. So, I'm sure the rain will stop at some point, and I can open the vestibule again. I'll probably have a little bit more of a treat from my bag, food bag. The food bag's in here with me. Just as it started to rain, I saw a female deer and her little doe across the trail, and while I was throwing food and stuff into the tent just before I got in myself, I saw that it was just near my tent, and the little doe was just jumping around and stared and was looking at me like it was wanted to play charge or something like that. I suppose it'll be gone by the time I get out, and it'll probably be dark by the time the rain stops. Of course, I'll have to do the old go out and pee at some point. That will be great fun. I only have a liter and a half, but as I said, that shelter is only about 4 miles away from here, so I should be able to reach it in a couple of hours in the morning. The trail here, so you saw in the last little bit, it's not really rocky. Got more muddy bogs, and it'll be even muddier now. And a little bit up and down, but we're talking 10 feet or 20 feet at the most. Yeah, and I'll have to figure out what my next target will be. I think Rush Gap Shelter, which is the one 4 miles on, was the goal, but that was a 24-mile day from the other shelter, and it was pretty obvious I wasn't going to make it, so I probably did 20 miles. So I'll figure out the next one. I think it was 16 or 18 miles, so I should be able to make that one. Other than that, yeah, feeling thirsty now that I don't have a lot of water. And damp. And I guess I can open the vestibule. It seems to have kind of stopped raining. Get some air circulation going a little bit better in here. So there's not a lot of condensation. And I expect the tent to be dry in the morning. Did you hear that, tent? I expect you to be dry. So don't disappoint me. Yeah, it was just rain for this little bit. I don't think it's supposed to rain overnight. But so we'll see. I'm in the tent. I'm dry. Just sweaty, damp, and when dry it'll be covered in damp, dry sweat. So I'll edit yesterday's video, and I'll probably edit today's video, and tomorrow I'll show you the campground area before I head off and begin the next bit of the journey. Well, like, it feels okay right now. Yeah, it hasn't really been a problem the bulk of today, so welcome news. I'll take another ibuprofen before I forget, and dig out my PM. I guess I don't need the PM for tonight. But had earphone or earplugs, these little noises in the woods, that things running around, or that kind of thing, keeps you up when you're a late sleeper. And there's no phone services, so I can't call anyone. But I guess I can check my mail that I got sent while I was out walking the hilltop. Other than that, I'll talk to you later. Well, it's 7:30, and the rain stopped about half an hour ago. So I got the door open again. I don't know if you can see the raindrops on the roof and the fly, but yeah, I'm sure everything will dry off and by morning. I don't expect it to rain through the night. I just finished editing a movie from Clark's Ferry Shelter, number 93, getting close to 100. I guess I'm in the 90s, then I'm in the last 60 days of my target. So, wonder how many beyond 50 or 150. Would we 150? No, if I'm expecting 2 more months, it'd be 60. So it'd be, yeah, 150, yeah. So I'm wondering how many beyond number 150 or under 150, more likely over 150, I'll be how many days on the trail. Well, I might pop out and show you the grounds, and yeah, let me see how it is before I turn finally for the evening. I mean, it's only 7:30. Probably want to take Advil or PM just to help nudge me to sleep and get those headphones in. So. Surprise, there's another tent out here. Another tent behind me. Didn't see him come in. So, anyway. Here we are. There's the girl with the dog.